never gonna end. Ugh. So you know that talk to me, but you know how yesterday like I made the video how me and redfox were fighting and stuff, and I was all mad and blah 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 blah. Well, so and then I made the video today, just like a few hours ago, saying how funny story, we're friends again now, blah 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 blah, and now we're off again. Well, yeah, now we're off again. So, and I'm pretty sure it's done for this time. Then you're probably going to see me later going like, yeah, guess what, all back, blah, 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 blah. So did I just like, no I didn't, sorry, I'm getting like sidetracked. So basically what happened was, wait, what did happen? Oh yeah, so I was like, hey, I have to tell you something, I'm really sorry, but this is like a long time ago. This is before I ever, this is like a while ago. And I know I said I've never griefed anyone, Well, there might be one slight time, which what it was, so this is when I was getting like grief like over and over and over again, all my new plots and stuff, and like redfox was still added and stuff, was added to all of them and on at the time and stuff, that kind of thing. This was before I knew who had actually griefed my server a long time ago, and she was like a still suspect, and I was getting like really suspicious, like, okay, she's been involved somehow in every single one. I think, what if she's actually the one griefing me this whole time? And so I had that, like, I was like really mad at her during this time. And so, what was I saying? Gosh darn it, these people keep on distracting me. So, what was I saying? Oh, wait. Yeah, so, I was getting grief like over and over and over again. So, I was like, I think it might be her. Like, I would build something and it'd get grief. And I'd build another thing on a different plot, it'd get grief. Blah, 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 blah. And so, then I was like, okay, maybe it might be her. And then, I'm not done yet. So then, for a second I thought this was my thing. Oh my gosh, so freaking annoying. So sorry about that, but so so we were like, hey, I have a really good idea, because B/B is the most popular thing on here. It's like a thing, and it keeps on getting grief. It got griefed at one point, so everyone was like scrambling, trying to make their own thing. It's like, hey, I have a really good idea. If you guys didn't know, she's really good she's like a good builder. Like, she can build, like fancy kind of thing, however you call it, like good design, that kind of thing. And I'm not whatsoever. I'm not very good at building, but I'm on all the time, so I can advertise a lot. So it's like, hey, I have a really good idea. We can make like the perfect team and build an awesome place. And you can build, because you're amazing at building, and I'll try to help and stuff. We'll build together, we'll make this like amazing place, and then then it'll be on my plot. So then when you're not on, because I'm on like all the time, that this time she's gotten a bit better about it, but she wasn't on that much last time, like at this point. It was on, I was like, hey, why don't we do it on my plot, so then I'm on like all the time, so if someone gets annoying, I can deny them. And then we can build this place, and I can advertise it like all the time, and it would be so cool, and we can have both our YouTube channels on, all that kind of stuff. It would be so much fun. She's like, yeah, okay, let's do that. So we were doing that, and I might have made a video. I don't know if I actually uploaded it or not, something like that. I don't really remember. But we built it, and it was we were like almost done. It was looking really good, and I had an amazing idea. Hey, let's like wow them. Let's like shock them. Let's and I don't know if you guys know, but like when I look at Sea Lantern, I hate it. It's like the animation or something just hurts my eyes. It gives me like the worst headache ever, and it hurts. Like, and I hate it. I never use Sea Lantern. but I love glowstone because it's like the best alternate thing for it. And so I was like, hey, I have an idea. Okay, let's make like this. It needs some light here. Let's make like a glowstone path where like they spawn, all they see is glowstone, and then they'll be like, oh, okay, this place isn't gonna be that good. I don't have very high standards. And then they turn out of the glowstone like, and then they see this like, wow, boom, it's amazing, it's so cool. I love this place. This is really good. Sorry, drinking a juice box. And so she was like, I don't really like that because glowstone isn't classy, blah, 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 blah. She like completely dissed my idea without even thinking about it whatsoever. And this is like when you get those ideas that you really want to use because then you get like all excited about it, going into the details, like, yeah, this is going to be so cool, I love this. And then someone goes like, nah, I don't think that's a good idea, we're not doing that. And then you're just like, what? So then, did someone grief B again? No. So then, what was I saying? Dang it, I have to stop getting sidetracked. So then, this doesn't have anything to do with the YouTube channel. I don't really think, no. But so she was like, I don't really like that. We got in this whole big fight, like, asking people who thinks glowstone's classy, all this kind of stuff. And I thought it was like really good. And then she was like, I don't like this, and like she got off. And then later I see she's building her own thing. She completely like left me. And she knows I can't build well. I can't. Like, I've tried. I've been on Minecraft longer than her. And I tried. I can't build, like, these kind of, like, cool stuff. Like, I would never be able to build this. I'm just incapable. This is so cool. So, then she completely left me and went to do it on her own plot. And, like, just completely left. And she was like, she was basically taking all the glory for herself. And because she wanted her own thing and stuff like that. And so she built it on her own thing, her own plot, completely left me out of the whole entire thing. She denied me from the plot. And then, so I was, of course, like, mad about that. She denied me from her plot, so I couldn't even get on and stuff. And then, hi, person. So then blah, 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 blah. I'm just trying to, like, do this. So, dang it. So, she completely, like, left me, and then, it was, like, barely built at all. It was just, like, kind of like this, like, it looked like this, where it's just, like, kind of box, but except there was nothing inside. This one was just kind of like the outer, it didn't have a roof, it was more like this one. It had nothing in it, just, like, a roof. And like no roof and like just like this sort of outside wall kind of thing and like a door that had nothing on it, nothing in it whatsoever. So then I was like, okay, and I was like really mad at her for leaving me and like completely just ditching everything that we had built. We had the whole thing built. We were just trying to design the final spawn thing and like we already had the warp and everything and that kind of stuff. And then she like completely left me there. And so I went to her plot and I was still at it and I was like, okay, and this is before So I was like mad and I was really, really mad at her, like steaming mad. She wouldn't answer any of my calls, all that kind of stuff. And then I was thinking, okay, I think she's been grieving me this whole time. So I was like all around just mad at her, like insanely mad at her. And so I griefed it a little bit, not much, just some lava on the top. And then she came on and she was like, who griefed it? And I was like, oh, I think I saw, I don't know who did it. And she's like, I think it was Bobcat Roar, because she's the only other person added. And so I was like, oh yeah, I guess it was her then. And then Bobcat Roar, she like, was just like, and she like removed Bobcat Roar. And, so then she was then I told her, I just actually told her today, and I was like, hey, I'm sorry, but remember like a long time ago when I was like really mad at you and I griefed your thing a little bit, and she was like, she seemed mad today. So back to today's story. How long has this video been? Wow. So she was dang. So she today I told her, and then I gave her my phone. I was FaceTiming her, my phone died. And so then I gave her, like, I wrote in this book, I know you've been doing blah blah blah, and I know this person that you made up, her friend from where she used, one of her old friends who I said like was talking to her, that was actually her. And so keep on getting. So then she was like, so I wrote in the book, this is insane, and we had gotten in a fight like over FaceTime before, where I was at her warp, and she hadn't added me, so she undenied me, but I wasn't added, and I added her to all my things, unless like we're in a fight and I'm afraid she's gonna grieve, which by the way she did do that to me, so now we're pretty much even, but that's like, I'll tell you that in a second. So then I wrote her this book that my phone was dead and I couldn't FaceTime her, and I wrote her this book like, hey, I know I don't really want to fight, I just want to tell you that you've been playing this, like, she's been copying everything I do. Like, I'd get a server, and then, like, I got a server for Christmas, and then for, like, a year long, and then she just decided that she was going to get a server for, like, she was going to get a server, and I wasn't going to be allowed on it, and it was going to be just for her and, like, a few other people, and I wasn't going to be allowed on it at all. And so that I was just like, she just showed me this today, like just now, and I was like, and I got mad, and I was like, okay, really, seriously? Yeah, now there's gonna be all like the thunder taken off my server, and you're never gonna be on my server, so there goes my whole server, my year's worth server, which is what was the best Christmas present I got this year. So you just basically, that hurt, because now my server means like nothing. And then when I got the hero rank, like days later, she's like, oh, and by the way, I'm going to get the hero rank. And I'm like, and at that time, I was like, oh, cool, that's awesome, yay, yay. In my mind, I was like, seriously? Come on. And she's like, she's copied everything I've done. And it's like bothering me. And she then accuses me of copying her. And she's copied me so many times. So as I was saying before, I keep on getting sidetracked. So no. So then she was so what was I saying? Oh yeah, I wrote the book, and I was like, blah 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 blah. So I just got a text. Okay. So then so I wrote her the message, and I was like, I'm mad and blah blah. I don't really want to fight, but I just want you to know that this isn't gonna work anymore. I don't want you copying off of everything. It's like really annoying and stuff. And by the way, I know that friend last night was actually you. And then she called. Then she gave me a book back, like just now when I decided to make the video. And she was like, she made up these stupid like alter ego kind of things. Well, I forget the names. I think one of them, it was like a weird guy's name, Fen. Oh yeah, it was Fen. And then there was one with like a girl, and she's like, that girl that you saw crying before was blah blah, was just say Katie. That was Katie, and she always wants to remake the friendship with you, and she wants to forgive you and all that stuff. But right now you're talking to Fen. He's mad and blah 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 blah, a bunch of like really weird stuff. And then I don't know, how can I can't turn this off. What? How is this? So then, so yeah, she was like these whole things, and then I finished reading the book, and she was removed from my plot because like I was afraid she was gonna grief her with like lava and stuff. But there's here, I'll show you this last book. So there's like these things that when you're not added, because I don't want to like add everyone. There's things you can get from when you're not added, like right here. And she, while I was reading the book, she went in here and she knows that this took me like a long time. Oh good, she didn't access these. Haha. She knows these took me this took me like a pretty long time to fill up and come up with and everything. And she stole all of them. And I can't replace them, so now I have to go and make them all again, which took me a pretty long time because I had everything like this cool little design where there's like da da dee da dee da do dee, and then pumpkin pie da dee da dee dee da dee da dee, and then like a little heart. Oopsies. Like I would have like that as the name. So she knows it took me a long time, now I'm going to have to do that again, so yeah. Yay. And she wanted to be vice president, vice principal of my thing. And so she always wants to be like the vice co-owner, that kind of thing, of all my things, and I always let her. But then of course at her, wait, is she still on? Good, she's not. Then of course at her thing, so when it comes to mine, she's always added, she's always co-owner, vice president, vice principal, always the second best, like, of course, next to me because it's my plot, but like the second to the thing and stuff. And then on hers, I'm always denied because she always denies me whenever we ever get mad at each other whatsoever. I just remove her just in case, like, I only do it sometimes when we get really mad, just in case, like, she'll do something like she did now where she gets, like, really mad and she fights and stuff. Like, and she might grief, and I don't want that, so I just remove her. She denies me from everything. And then she never undenies me. So then even once we've made up, then I'm still denied from her plot. And then, so on her thing, she's debating whether she's going to add me ever, and she's debating whether I'm going to even be co-owner. I mean, seriously. She has these people that are co-owners that she's, like, never met before. I could understand that maybe, okay, it's another friend, like how I would maybe want Dolphin Lover to be a co-owner. She helped me build and that kind of stuff. She took random people like, hey, who wants to be co-owner? And then, like, she made them co-owner. See, she hasn't added this thing yet, but she had before, like, a thing, being awful, blah, 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 immunity for. So, then she was like, wait, I just lost track. What was it? Oh, yeah. So, what started this whole fight was, and she's always done this with her /whoop Nia kind of thing. And it's super annoying. So you know how, like, she doesn't have her channel right now? She's changed the name 3 times. She doesn't have any videos uploaded. She was uploading them once, and she took them all, and I was like, hey, that's really good. I like them. And then she took them all down. And so she has zero true subscribers. It's like her brother, and then my, like, 5 million watching accounts, that kind of stuff. And so those are the only subscribers she has. And then, like, her brother. And so, she doesn't, and because she doesn't have any, like, videos, she doesn't have any content to upload and stuff. Like, and we've recorded tons of times. Like, I'm gonna record, and, like, we'd be like, hey, do you want to do this role play thing? And she's, yeah, we're like, yeah, okay, let's do that. And then she'll be like, okay, can I record? And, like, you not? And I'm like, Siri, are you kidding me right now? Because I don't mean to be mean, but like last time I checked, you didn't have any videos and any subscribers. So, and I have like over 200 videos and almost 200 subscribers. So, I don't really know what that kind of relates there, but I'm pretty sure the one who actually has the channel, quote unquote, like channel, should be the one recording. Like, I'd be okay with, okay, we're both recording, that's fine. But then she's like, can I just record and then you not record because that would be like too complicated? And I'm like, bruh, you're not even gonna upload it. Like, I've been like, okay, yeah, sure, you can record, and we'll see, you can record, I won't record, and she does, and then she doesn't upload it. So then like, okay, boom, there's that content that's gone now. That if I had recorded would already be uploaded by now and probably had like 5-10 views. Like 10-20 views, something like that. And so I'm like, seriously. And then she's like, gets so mad when we do these role plays, and I try to make them where we could both record, but sometimes it's like the mind thing, it was kinda hard. I wanted us both to record, I truly wanted that, but it was like kinda hard to have it where you were like when she like needed to talk that I couldn't hear it and then mess up my video, and then when I talked it would mess up hers and stuff. So it got really complicated, and then she just decided, okay, I'm not gonna record. I don't really want to record, and blah 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 blah. So yeah, I've been probably blabbering about for like 20 minutes now. My throat kind of hurts 'cause I've been talking so much. Hey, there's a Slash Rope Ducky Momo too. Slash Rope Ducky Momo 2. What? Oh, I don't remember exactly. This is what we based our prison that we were going to build and which she quit on and we destroyed. It was on her plot, she quit and destroyed. That's why I don't like building stuff on her plot. She always complains how everything's always on my plot and then how I'm usually the one who ends up being in charge because it's my plot. But when it's on her plot, she always clears it. Like the hospital she cleared. The we had this amazing hospital, she cleared it. We had a adoption center that we had built, I think a long time ago. She cleared it. We had the prison, she cleared it. We had I think we had like a beach at one point, she cleared it. I know we had a how did I get in here? We had I want to get out. How do I get? Yes. How did I even get in here? Oh, man, I'm dumb. So she's always like, and then she hates when I had my server before. She claims that I was always in control of it, and that she never got to be in control of anything. But when it's my server, this person that has the server shouldn't be forced to do whatever the other person wants to do because it's their server. And I got a server this time. We were building something really cool, and I promise you, I never was like, no, I don't want to do that. She was trying to add lava. Well, I mean, I was never just dissing all her ideas. I never did that. But one idea was she wanted to add lava underneath the arena, and then you walk on glass on it, but we were supposed to be fighting mobs in there, so if a mob broke the glass, you're stuck in this hole with lava and you die. And I told her that's not a very good idea. And she's like, now I know why I don't go into servers anymore. And she got off, and I was like, seriously? She hasn't been on my server since. Penguin. So cute. So yeah. Watch later tonight, we're hey, I made up. Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. Actually, no. It's definitely not going to happen unless her person comes on. Nope. Nope. It's finally over. Thank you.